I apologize ahead of time for how all over the place this video will be, but it's something. And I talk about zines. So, Pronov. This floor space was previously occupied by a bunch of books. Now, thanks to the miracle of square wood being put together in a specific way, all the books are off the ground. Yay me. On top of being able to walk back and forth in my office again, I also get to further surround myself with things that inspire me. Things that I could reread, or more accurately, read at all. A lot of impulse buys last year. So not only have I got more space, I've got a cool thing to look at, a shelf to pull things off of. Oh, Dylan, that's the other channel. I don't... Look. Several times last year, my brain exploded. Normalcy was denied of me by the universe and circumstance. It has happened in different flavors multiple times since. I am craving some normal. I need normal. And what could be more normal, more normie coded, than an upload where I open stuff up? Not quite an unboxing, because they're envelopes, but they're purchases I made from the cats that I've mentioned on this channel in previous uploads. The kind of people who inspired me to make my own little mini zines. Cut out, folded, and stapled this stack yesterday while watching Daredevil with the other half. It's a great turn off your brain and just do stuff activity. Hopefully I can pivot this into some way to pay rent. But I'm indebted to people like this for helping me unlock that skill. Let's get started. I'm rambling. So, this packet of Decolonization Coven, headed by Piper Barber and her cohorts. Let's see what we got in here. Ooh, I like the smaller wraparound. Anything on this piece of paper? Just the receipt. Well, still cool. We have got token zines for files that I've had access to for a while and have continued to print out copies of. First, by Sentient Dirt, we have a small explanation of the White Panther Party. Oh, we have one of those? Anyone else sick of that trend wherever Black Panther is brought up? You know, the Marvel superhero? Someone's like, why isn't there a White Panther? Well, bitch, you stupid there was a White Panther Party, because you had the Black Panther Party in the 60s, which innovated such social programs as the free breakfast program for children, kids in the city who were struggling to get breakfast because racism. So the Black Panther Party organized so that you could feed the kids. The FBI was like, sus, because they're full of good people who we should immortalize through a bunch of dramatic film adaptations of J. Edgar Hoover. Learn about it elsewhere. Watch Judas and the Black Messiah, read some Huey Newton. Huey P. Newton offhandedly said what white progressives, what white allies of the revolution could do is start a White Panther Party. So a dude by the name of John Sinclair, who incidentally was also the manager for a band called the MC5, the Motor City 5. This was a coalition of largely white activists and artists and propagandists who attempted to build momentum and give moral support to the aforementioned Black Panther Party through direct action of their own. And this does a good job of summarizing the point of both parties, the hook being, yeah, plenty of white people were with it when that shit was going down, and are still with it, because it's still going down. Recommend this one. Sentient Dirt is a frequent contributor to the Coven, and yeah, I like their stuff. Case in point, another one, I forgot that they did this one as well. This is a booklet on Bill Nye. Not that one, the other one. This Jed Clampett-looking motherfucker was a premier humorist of the late 1800s. He wrote social critique in local newspapers in a manner that predated, you know, Mort Saul, Lenny Bruce, Jon Stewart. Like, he's directly in that lineage. He would target the fat cats and high-ranking politicians who were making workers' lives harder. And what this does is collect a lot of capsules and quips from him. I'm gonna pick a random one, hope it's funny. He took a firm and unwavering stand on the issue, right in the middle of the fence, where he could jump to either side with equal agility. He often spoke of the great personal sacrifice he made in accepting public office, a sacrifice so profound that his private fortune seemed to double every year he remained in it. Late 1800s. Sound familiar? What's the old saying? The more things change, the more things are run by sociopaths who think that collecting as much wealth as possible makes them some kind of godly, Christly figure. I think that's how that goes. This is a good one. Consider getting that one too. Now to my two favorites, which I, again, had been printing hella copies of because I think they're effective and speak most directly to the MO of the Coven, as well as just like zining in general. First, we have this gorgeous illustrated one that introduces the concept of mutual aid, an idea popularized by social scientists and theorists like Peter Kropotkin that challenged the neo-Darwinist slant that we kind of spin everything through. Like, fucking how to win friends and influence people. The stuff they hand you when you're fresh out of college to kind of instill practical common sense into you. Sorry, I just noticed that these little wavies are flickering. Hate. Maybe it's coming from up above. I'm doing the rest of this video in the dark, and there's nothing to, oh, well, now I can't, no, I can kind of see. Basically, mutual aid makes the case that you should just make networks among homies, among neighbors, food pantries, medical care, carpooling, pet watching, childcare, all the shit that we assume the state is there to do, but isn't because it's not run by regular people, it's run by conglomerates and corporations who, I don't know, arbitrarily decide, oh, all these doctors and therapists that you've built up rapport with, yeah, they're out of network, so you have to find new ones, because I don't know why. It's just the rules and stuff. Oh, you need insulin, you need these dietary supplements and medications, well, you gotta pay up, because them's the rules. And some guy in a trust fund was insured a position where he got to tell you that that's how shit works. Come on. This kid needs another yacht. This gets at all of that through easy to digest and beautifully illustrated images. Look, a fox. A little guy. This is one by Dorky Dino. They're cool. I've seen some of their other stuff, and they consistently make quirky, cartoony booklets that you can buy the PDFs for, but I'm a big fan of this one. It's very easy to just kind of like tuck in with any other ones you might have, whether you made them yourself or get other stuff from, you know, this particular library. Yeah, it's good to have the token that says, yeah, I bought this and appreciate it, and will continue to read it. It's a good little pick-me-up. Being Cringe is Radical by Nat Bug and the Classic Bill. This is an essay about being bullied, having special interests, being neurodivergent, and embracing the cringe for true internal liberation. Imagine being a spindly little gamer person who liked Kirby and video games, and maybe was easy to pick on growing up. Couldn't be me. I wasn't really a Kirby boy. Like, I didn't mind Kirby. I was just a dork who would hyperfixate on games and movies and stuff, and that was my entire personality. Which, that's me saying, I relate to this one. I think this is the kind of piece that a ton of people need to read to just let go of whatever it is they're holding on to with hopes that they'll be accepted by the cool kids. Because there's different flavors of cool, including cringe. Like you making stacks and stacks of money by picking on lolcows that you self-create through fucking kiwi farms. Yeah, that's one way to afford your mansion. But you could also just be a good hang and talk about the same cringy, weeby, dorky shit with the homies. And I don't know, maybe just try to be a decent person in general. You could do that, that's an option. I know it's not like a very profitable market or revenue stream, but it might just be worth fucking doing, you know? You freak. You destroy everything that's good. You gentrifier of spaces where people were supposed to just make a little corner of the internet for themselves without people fucking with them. What's in the other one? Let's get to the next envelope. Sorry guys, this is an Angie one. I just wanted to record for the sake of recording, just to keep some of my sanity intact, and this is unfortunately what's coming out, so... Oh. I got a dupe of the White Panther one. Okay, well, better to have than to have not, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I really did want this one. Art for the Heart, creative practices for individual and community healing. This is exactly the kind of hippy-dippy bullshit I need right now, because, again, my usual avenues of identity and cultural sustenance are kind of on the fritz right now, so getting a refresher on making the stuff for the sake of making it, touching on topics that are near and dear to your heart, or just, you know, cool to you, and sharing it with other people who also find it cool. And it nails it right on the head with that first bit. We all deserve to make art. If there's anything I've learned, even in the chaotic few months I've had, going out to mutually thinking and accepting spaces to make and share creative projects, that does so much. It's how you find your people without the nebulous fafa of, hey man, let's move some mountains. Let's make stuff happen. Let's thrive and succeed. Let's get that bag. Yeah, whack, dog water. Make movies with me about being gay. Make video essays about cartoons and shit. Anyway, what's the other one? Oh, yeah, speak of the devil. What is the technocracy? The rise of the billionaire coup. Oh, with a bunch, hell yeah. With a bunch of QR codes on the back that explain to you all the bad shit that's making your and my life worse right now. That's convenient. That's useful. Like, wouldn't it be great if the social infrastructure, the public utilities weren't all constantly at risk of being bought up by some doughy supervillain? Wouldn't that be awesome? This makes the case. Curtis Yarvin, Doge, Tesla guy. This might not see the light of day. Well, this one won't be a buzzkill. This is from Bree's Tiny Print Shop. That's right. Bratty Bree, one of the best to ever do it. Pretty sure it's just like a grab bag of goodies and merch that she has available on her store. That's so dope! There's a tiny magnifying glass in here! Yes, I'm sad, can't you see my tattoo? Yeah, this is a variety pack of mini zines with a... See, I bought a bunch of like cheapo magnifying glasses, but they're like 2 or 3 times as big as this one. This is so much cooler and size appropriate. Yeah, there's 4 of them in there. Can't wait to dig into that. Got, what's this? How to be the coolest person in the room. Is it a poster? Is it like a mini pamphlet? What is this? Yeah, pamphlet. Okay, from Bratty Bree. How to be the coolest person in the room. Step 1. Be alone in your room. Well, that's easy for you to say. There's multiple pilots in this meat mech. Some of them are indifferent, some of them are pretty zen, and one with the fact that all this is for naught and will go away someday. The others, as you've seen from earlier in this upload, get really fucking anxious, drink too much fucking coffee. Then others are just, I don't know, like, thirsty all the time, worried that they might not be able to watch all the movies they wanted to see. Bree gets it. You ever notice how the kind of people who say they hate people are the kind of people that everyone else hates? Yeah, a bunch of poetry, some illustrations, a picture of who dat? It's either Vinnie Jones or Morrissey. Not sure. Yeah, that'll be cool. I'm glad to finally have like a full-size zine from Bree, because I hadn't yet. And one of them happens to be Bratty Bree with just like the aura farming and getting to the heart of what this scene and what this format can be. Like, this is exactly, yeah, I needed this. Really needed this. So, worried about this, unsure about this, check out my Patreon. You can buy zine PDFs from me. Also, speaking of zines, this is one of the first I ever bought from anywhere. It is a very strange, offhanded, avant-garde joint from Walrus Projects, whose digital footprint, not that big, literally just making stuff for its own sake and posting it and seeing who finds it. There's QR codes in here that take you to like a travel log. It's just a very, very strange release with a great all-American cover. This is from Feels So Good, which is where I got this Bill Hicks shirt. Not currently available, but there's other stuff available from them. And that's relevant to me because I'm sort of an ambassador now. This is my big announcement. If you use the coupon code Lanuski while buying select products from Feel So Good, you'll get a discount and I will get a percentage. Probably could have wrote this out more, but again, that is a small and yet much needed dub on my end because I've been doing this for so long. And beyond the generous patrons who do support me on my Patreon, I haven't made a dime off of this. Any of this. So that's a great first step. A lot of great t-shirts, other small knickknacks from Texas. They also, this is the big one, they sell a ton of records, like more records than even I knew. I bought a pack of them from there using a gift certificate that my partner got for me this past Christmas. Got a Bowie, got a Dylan, got an Iggy Pop, like stuff I've wanted for a while and finally could get. Yeah, so that's pretty dope. You can check out the links below, help a brother out. Yeah, this was weird, I'm sorry. This was a weird one. I'm gonna make what I can of it and upload it just because I gotta upload something. I can't do what I tend to do this time of year and just like fizz out and not make anything substantial again till the end of the summer. It's not even summer yet. It's the tail end of we're in the middle of spring. I just gotta start making shit again here and at the other place. Can't focus on other people's bullshit. Just gotta do my thing. Yeah, subscribe if you want. Next Pronov upload will be worth a damn and about something. Just had to stretch my legs for a bit. And even if they almost fell off, they are stretched. Seriously, go check them out.